Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is your Council Minute for the week of July 13th. We had a busy study session on Monday evening. It seems like they're all busy now, doesn't it? And here are some of the highlights I want to share with you. First of all, at Monday's meeting, I read a proclamation requiring everyone to wear a face mask when they are inside a City of Bloomington facility. I also strongly encouraged everyone to wear a mask whenever they're out anywhere in public to help protect yourself, your loved ones, and the community from COVID-19. I know that as recently as 2 weeks ago, I stated that we wouldn't be mandating masks in Bloomington, but the public health response to this pandemic continues to evolve, and we will as well. All along, we've been following recommendations set forth by the Centers for Disease Control and the Minnesota Department of Health. Both of those organizations now recommend masks for the general public, but earlier in the pandemic, both organizations recommended just the opposite. I get that the shifting guidelines have made it confusing about the benefits of wearing masks. But health experts say the evidence is now clear that masks can help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and that the more people wearing masks, the better. We know now that both pre-symptomatic and asymptomatic transmission are possible and even common, and we can't tell who's infected. A mask can help protect you and anyone you come in contact with. The idea here is risk reduction rather than absolute prevention. We can't just throw up our hands and say, well, a mask isn't 100% effective, so we're not going to do it. That's silly. Nobody's taking a cholesterol medicine and believing that they're going to prevent a heart attack 100% of the time, but they take it to reduce their risk substantially. The City Council will consider a citywide mask mandate at the July 27th Council meeting. Despite the urgency on this, we need to wait until then because we no longer have an emergency declaration in effect in Bloomington, so we'll be addressing this through city ordinance. Please, folks, wear a mask. It protects you, it protects your loved ones, and it protects the entire community. We also continued our discussion with Police Chief Jeff Potts about police practices, the Bloomington Police Department's commitment to community engagement, and we learned more about the department's policy on response to aggression and resistance, more commonly known as their use of force policy. The discussion lasted more than 2 hours. And I'm really hesitant to try and summarize it because it was full of good information, strong questions by the council, and detailed specifics on police training provided by Officer Josh Seifert and Sergeant Colin McHarg, who, by the way, did an outstanding job. If you are interested in or concerned about this topic, I strongly encourage you to go to the City of Bloomington YouTube channel and watch this portion of the council meeting. I know there are many discussions underway in this community right now about this important topic. Whatever your opinion is, or whatever your thoughts may be on this, the more information you have, the better the discussion will be. Finally, the city's racial equity coordinator, Faith Jackson, led a discussion on a proposed racial equity business plan that she's developed in collaboration with the city's executive leadership team. It is intended to guide Bloomington's racial equity work in the near future. The council started this discussion earlier this year. We first heard from Ms. Jackson on this at a study session, I believe back in February, and the intention was to discuss the complete racial equity business plan at our March 16th study session. That meeting was canceled because of COVID-19 concerns, and the topic was postponed. And since that time, the topic of racial equity has obviously moved to the forefront of many discussions, and Ms. Jackson worked to develop more detailed and specific action steps to be included in the plan. The plan captures ongoing equity and inclusion priorities from the Council's current strategic plan and provides goals, strategies, and performance measures that will move the work forward. The plan includes 4 high-level goals that are written as statements that clearly declare what Bloomington will work toward. First, the City of Bloomington's workforce reflects the diversity of the community across the breadth and the depth of the organization. Second, the City of Bloomington is committed to fostering a culture that values and advances racial equity. Third, the City of Bloomington is committed to racial equity in the design of our services and programs. And fourth, the City of Bloomington is committed to equitable and authentic community engagement. Faith also introduced a new video that talks more about the racial equity work underway at the city. It's on the City of Bloomington website, and I hope you'll take time to watch it. That'll do it for this week's Council Minute. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions or need more information about anything we've talked about today. See you next week. Stay safe, Bloomington.